Hey everyone, it is Half High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are on global, and that's right, you're not seeing things. We're going to be talking about Super Dragon Ball Heroes characters coming to the global version of the game. That's right, it's finally going to happen. So we're going to be doing a full breakdown, talk about when the banner should be dropping, what units you should be looking for. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided, and a special shout out to Team Dokkaner for leaking out this information. We'll talk about their statement in a bit, but we're going to first take a stroll down memory lane and a little history lesson here, and we're going to go all the way back to September 16th, 2016, where the first Dragon Ball Heroes banner came out. And you know, global being 5 months behind, we're like, okay, 5 months later we're gonna get these units, great. But because of licensing issues, I think that was the main reason. 2017 came around, 2018 we never got these units, and the whole thing of, you know, global versus JP widened, and JP always said, oh, we got Super Dragon Ball units, you guys don't. But being a global defender now, we finally get these units here because Team Dokkaner has leaked out the information, said good news, everything seems to be unlocked for the arrival finally of Super Dragon Ball Heroes on global. Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission and its portal, or its gacha, should be the next event on global, to take conditional as usual, long as not clearly indicated in game. Just saying that's a warning, it's a speculation, but if Team Dokkaner does message out this information, it's like 99% chance it's going to happen. And if you aren't following Team Dokkaner on Twitter, make sure I'll post their link in the description below. Follow them for the latest news. They posted this out around 7 o'clock in the morning. I was already at work, so now I get to finally give you guys my take on all this. Now, he mentioned here it's Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission and its portal, or its gacha. So we're definitely not going back in time in 2016 and getting that gacha. We're not going to go back in time and go with the 2017 banner. We're not going to do the 2018 banner. We're going to skip all the way to the 2019, which actually just June is when actually this banner came out for the Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission unit, and it's going to have all the other units on this banner as well, but it's going to be a little bit different. So when is this banner going to be coming out? Well, my speculation is that the banner should drop mid-August, somewhere August 12th to the 13th, somewhere around there, when the 4-year anniversary part 2 that ends. So once that ends, this should pick up where it leaves off, but it still provides a little bit of room for a Dokkan Fest exclusive banner as well. I'm hoping for Super Saiyan as the banner there, as a filler in between now and the 300 million download celebration that should happen in the end of August. So that should give us some time to do that. Now, the reason why I think there's going to be another banner along with the Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission is that this is a guaranteed featured banner, meaning the units that you see on the bottom there, those units are guaranteed one of those units every multi. So it's very easy to possibly rainbow one of these units if you get, you know, multiple ones in a summon. And it's a lot harder than to pull the other units that are on the banner, and there are actually some really good units that are unfeatured on the upcoming banner here. So let's now take a look at all the other units. So just kind of sorted them out by type advantages here. So here's all the units and all the Super Dragon Ball Heroes that are available in the game. So there are 4 AGLs, there are 3 techs, there are 4 int, 4 strength, and then 3 physical. And like I said, some of these are going to be unfeatured units, and you already saw what the featured units are going to be. So let's go ahead and just take a closer look at all these units here. As you can see just by looking at this, you see a lot of long golden hair units on here, and that's right, the changing of Super Saiyan 3 category and the increase of bench strength and other great units on the team should propel Super Saiyan 3 into a higher ranking. And if you guys follow my rankings for best teams on global, Super Saiyan 3 was lacking bench and was lacking defense, and with the addition of, for example, like an AGL Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, which is a great defensive unit, And these other units here, the bench strength should be solved here, and then also some defensive issues that this team usually would have. So the question is, where will they land? Could they crack the top 10? We'll see. But Super Saiyan 3 gets a mighty buff, having 5 brand new units being able to be used on their team. So huge benefit there. Now, if you look at the units again, there's one particular unit that I've been wanting and waiting for. I think you guys have been waiting for as well on Global, and that is the Thickness of Time. Yes, Thickness of Time is going to help Patara category so much because it needs a support unit. And why is she great? Well, her passive skill is all allies key +2, attack and defense 20%, which isn't, you know, overly special, but she also adds a 7% to critical hit. You might not think that's much, but every single percentage helps out when you're doing crits. And then you also have a great chance of an additional buff to attack 20%, and also another great chance for additional defensive buffs for 20%, so a maximum of 40%. The great chance is actually 70% chance, so it's more likely that you're going to get this buff than not. And they actually calculate the attack and defensive additional buff separately, so sometimes you might get 40% attack and 20% defense, or 20% defense 40% attack, or 40% on both. But anyway, she's amazing, she's fantastic. She is a non-featured unit, so it'll be very difficult to pull her. But yeah, she is a huge benefit. Now, there are also other support units in the banner and in the Super Dragon Ball Heroes catalog here, and they're also very good. So like I mentioned before, Thickness of Time will be that Patara help there. Now, she can run her on Realm of Gods as well, but you know, West Kai really has that spot for support. And then Time Travelers has a bunch of great support units, but if you don't have those, you can run her as well. Now, for the Xeno, Goku, and Vegeta base form, they're also support units, along with being able to do some damage. The Goku's family and the Vegeta's family categories will really benefit on those teams there. I believe they provide +2 to key, 30% to attack and defense, and they have their own additional attack and defensive buff. Now, Thickness Toa, Darkness Toa, she is also a support unit. She's extreme allies, key +3, attack and defense 30%. She's on a lot more categories than Resurrected Warriors and Time Travelers, but I think those are the only really 2 categories that you're going to be running her on, because all the other ones, like Siblings Bond, you know, you're not going to run like an extreme team to use her support passive. So also, she's fantastic on Extreme AGL, best in slot there, because of what she can do. Well, I guess, you know, forgot about Metal Real though, but she's great as a additional support unit on Extreme AGL. Anyway, so those are the support units that are available, and they're very good units here. 3 of them are going to be featured, 1 of them not. And I didn't put Silas on here, even though he does provide some buffs to some categories. I'll talk about him in a second. But if I were to, you know, rank the units, you know, when you're looking at these here, and you were to rank them in value and in importance, I think it looks something like this. So I have Thickness of Time, once again, being unfeatured and hard to pull. She will be a top catch for anybody summoning on the banner. Then you have Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, which is a incredible overall unit. So will work great on Super Saiyan 3, of course, category, and then also Goku's lineage. Then you have Trunks, once again, Vegeta's lineage, and then Super Saiyan 3. Silas is a very interesting unit. Great unit, actually has a pretty decent all types leader skill, but he also provides artificial life forms and its androids as a buff, as an ally buff. But he's not on the artificial life form, or I'm sorry, not androids, time travelers. So time travelers and artificial life forms. But he's not on the artificial life forms category, which is very strange to me. He buffs artificial life forms, but not on the category. Anyway, I think they kind of made a mistake on that, but that's the Silas there. I think he's very valuable. Then you have Great Saiyan Man 3, Great Saiyan Man 3, and then you have those other units on there. So I think those are the top 10. The other unfeatured units that are gonna be valuable when you summon are the Super Saiyan 3 Xeno, Gokus, and Vegeta. The rest aren't really like must-have. If you got them, great. They're good units to have, but not you need to empty out your dragon stones for the other 8 units. This one in particular here, this Paikuhan here, there's actually right now there's going to be no category for him until Rivals come out, and that's going to be a while for globals. So, but I think Thickness of Time is number 1 in my book, and then I'll give you kind of, this is once again my rankings of most valuable, but I'll show you what the units that I'm particularly looking for in 1 second here. Now there are going to be free-to-play units available as well, so these are the free-to-play units. The OMS here is actually really good support units, so a lot of support units that you can see on the Super Dragon Ball Heroes units there, but this is free-to-play. He works out really well on there, and then you have the Super Saiyan, or the Great Saiyaman 4, which is Beat, that turns into Super Saiyan, Great Saiyaman 4 on here. So that's going to be the World Mission story event there. So you just go ahead and grind for them, free to play. Now I don't know if we're going to get the physical Team Gotenks, because he was a login bonus, and he's not very good anyway, but it'll be good to just collect and have on global. So I don't know if they'll just provide a free copy of him when we log in for the special event here. So not too sure. So now what I'm going to be looking for, so I kind of gave you what I felt was the most valuable, and when the banner is going to drop, stuff like that. What I'm going to be looking for is really 3 support units. I want Thickness of Time, the Xeno Goku and Vegeta. Then I'll want the other units, so because I think those 3 units will help out the current meta in Potara, in Goku's lineage, and for Vegeta's lineage as well. So be interesting to test those out. I think I should have no problem getting the Xeno Goku and Vegeta. Now Super Saiyan 3 Gohan is, I think, on top of everyone else's list as the unit to really grab and Dokkan Awaken. CLS is probably the next one there. The Trunks is very valuable, but I can probably do without. So and then the rest of them on there, definitely going to be going for them. I think the top 5 are the units that I want. I think the other 5, Trunks is kind of right in that edge. I would like 1 copy, and I probably will. I'll probably do like 300 to 500 stones on here. Should be able to get most of these units, and it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited, and hopefully you guys are too. Great news from Team Dokkaner, and the breaking news for Super Dragon Ball Heroes units dropping on global. Finally, it's going to happen. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, share, do all that good stuff. Keep on Dokkaning, and we will catch you next time.